Now we will cover the IRS in a future episode, but I'm going to, the IRS is being used as a tool of political oppression. And I've said from the get-go of this campaign that Nevada will suspend all payments to the IRS because the IRS cannot justify its existence. See, it takes in all this money, and then you get nothing back. That's the 1984 Grace Commission report, President Ronald Reagan. The bureaucracy and the banksters consume all of the taxes. See, the theory of taxation is that you pay taxes for which you receive some government service. The IRS provides you zero government services in return. So if we want to have a real stimulus that's directly to the people, here's how it works. You just abolish the IRS. That's all you have to do. You just have to abolish the IRS. And I encourage people to stop cooperating with the IRS. Stop cooperating with your abusers. It's run by international criminals. Obama is one of those criminals. He used the IRS to persecute his political opponents. One of them was in the news. You can look up billionaire Frank Vandersloot. It was featured on Drudge. I actually knew Frank Vandersloot and his family. Brian, I want to say his son was Brian. I remember seeing him get on the school bus before they were big and they had a lot of money with Melaleuca. There's a lot of people in Melaleuca up in Idaho. But yeah, know the family. How pissed would you be if you found out that the IRS was working under the Obama White House to audit Republican Tea Party constitutional, not necessarily Republican, but constitutional patriot billionaires, millionaires, businesses and organizations? They've been caught. I've always said it, I'll say it again. The IRS is a tool of political oppression. It is not about giving you any services in return for your investment into the government. It is a collection agency for the Federal Reserve, which is our national branch of an international global banking cartel. Stop cooperating with the IRS. Now, they could throw me in jail. I'll do this. This is what I'm going to do for you. We're going to have a vote. The people are going to vote. I'll put this video up on YouTube and I'll let you guys vote. You're going to vote on whether or not you want me to file taxes or not. Okay, so if you don't want me to file taxes, then I won't to the IRS, okay? If you want me to because you think you're worried about me, you want me to stay out of jail, then that's fine. But the whole point of this is, of course, I'm a professional therapist. I can afford the taxes. I can do that. But you people are suffering, and I'm your representative. And if I'm not willing to go to jail for you, to fight these people directly, if I weren't willing to fight for you, kill for you, then I would be unfit to be a governor or a leader in this nation. So if you want me to protest the IRS, we've got people like Adam Kokesh that are going to march with loaded guns on Washington, D.C. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's a really powerful protest. I think that they want to demonize gun owners, and that's a way to demonize us quite directly. I think it feeds into the feeding frenzy on gun owners. So I don't support an armed march on Washington, D.C., which is the District of Criminals, which is a gun-free zone anyway. But if you want me to protest the IRS, which is the global banksters that have purchased our government, that is the real power behind the throne, that's the Wizard of Oz. When you pull aside the curtain, it is the global banksters behind the curtain. If you want me to have a real protest and go to jail and represent you in real civil disobedience that would change the system, follow the money, then let me know if you want me to not file taxes for the year 2013, and I will not do it. And I will go to, if I'm persecuted, it will be a symbolic persecution that I'm representing all of you. So I'm willing to do that. These are the things that I think about. You know, Rolling Stone had to admit that the conspiracy theorists were right about the global banksters. That's mainstream news. So IRS works for them. Get that. And I will cover that more and more as we go along.